Leo, your moment is here and it is not a coincidence. God is releasing a massive wealth transfer into your life, and it is moving toward you faster than you think. This is not a casual message you stumbled upon while browsing. It is a divine alert, a sacred signal, and a carefully orchestrated alignment meant for you at this exact time. The season of stillness you've been in was never a sign of being forgotten. It has been a divine pause, a hidden preparation, a strategic reset where unseen forces have been working behind the scenes to open doors you thought were sealed forever and to direct blessings you didn't even know existed straight to you. Imagine walking through a quiet desert, the air heavy with anticipation, and then suddenly catching sight of golden light at the horizon. You sense it before you see a shift in the wind, the smell of rain before it falls. That golden light is not a mirage, it is the signal that the storm of abundance is nearly here. And when it comes, it will not arrive as a trickle or a slow drip. It will pour down like a sudden rain of gold, a rush so swift and undeniable that you will know without a shadow of a doubt this could only be the work of divine power. This is a sacred warning, not to instill fear, but to prepare your heart and spirit. What is approaching is not just money or resources. It is proof of your faithfulness, a tool to fulfill your life's purpose, and the power to break cycles of lack that may have lingered for generations in your family line. You have been chosen to carry this abundance with intention, to use it as a foundation to build something enduring, and to become a living testimony that divine provision is real. Tomorrow may bring the first sign. It might be a call from someone you didn't expect to hear from, an email that opens a door, or a chance encounter that changes the course of your path. These will not be random. They are the first visible steps in a journey that has already been set in motion in the spiritual realm. Your role is not to chase but to recognize, to welcome, and to step forward when the moment comes. If you are feeling even a spark of recognition right now, that is not an accident. That is your spirit aligning with the truth of this message. Take a deep breath and acknowledge it. The energy you hold at this moment matters, because your willingness to believe will amplify what is already on its way to you. This is the intersection of divine timing and your readiness. I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude for your presence here. Every watch, every comment, every subscription strengthens this shared space and allows these transformative messages to reach more people. Your support doesn't just grow this channel, it expands the collective energy that makes breakthroughs like yours possible. You are part of something greater than yourself, and your energy is already contributing to the manifestation of what is coming. So I encourage you now, confirm your connection to this moment. Leave a comment affirming that you are ready to receive, because speaking it into the world seals your intention and sends a clear signal to the universe. Think of it as planting a seed in fertile soil, one that will soon bear fruit far greater than you imagined. Stay with me until the end of this message, because what the universe is revealing next is far too extraordinary to miss. The signs, the timing, and the divine orchestration behind this wealth transfer will change the way you see your life's path. You are not here by chance, and the days ahead are about to prove that in ways you will never forget. When we look at why this wealth transfer is arriving now, we have to see the bigger cosmic picture. In astrology, timing is never random. The Sun, your ruling celestial force as a Leo, is currently positioned in such a way that it's illuminating your second house of finances and self-worth, while the influence of your chart's planetary ruler opens a rare energetic corridor. This is what I often call the golden window, a temporary but powerful alignment where the energy of opportunity is at its peak. The expansive influence of Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance, is harmonizing with Venus, the planet of attraction and agreements, creating a magnetic pull for financial gain, new contracts, and beneficial partnerships. It's not simply that luck is finding you. It's that your personal frequency has risen to match the vibration of this cosmic opportunity. If I were to translate this in the language of tarot, it's as though the Ace of Pentacles has been placed right into your hands, a gift from the universe representing a tangible, golden beginning. This is not just a symbol of money, it's the seed of stability, a chance to plant something that will grow into a lasting source of abundance. Alongside it, the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, showing that destiny is shifting gears on your behalf. Wheels turn when cycles are complete, and this moment suggests that a long chapter of stagnation or limitation is closing, allowing a new chapter of growth to begin. The fact that these energies are showing up together means your opportunity is not fleeting. It's deeply woven into the larger tapestry of your life's journey. Through the lens of the law of attraction, this alignment is the natural consequence of the energy you've been emitting over time. Every thought you've nurtured, every word you've spoken in faith, every action you've taken with integrity has been like a note in a song the universe has been listening to. And now, the response is echoing back. You've been broadcasting the frequency of abundance not through desperation, but through belief and consistent acts of generosity. Even when you didn't see evidence of change, your signal was still reaching the right channels. Now, the universe is answering. This is why it's important to recognize that the wealth coming toward you is not simply given out of nowhere. It's attracted because you've built an energetic match for it. Think of it like a garden you've been tending quietly. You may not have noticed each seed sprouting, but now the season has arrived when everything blooms at once. That's the nature of divine timing and cosmic cycles. The results often appear sudden, but they've been in motion long before you could see them. When you understand this, it changes the way you receive your blessings. You stop seeing them as strokes of random luck and start recognizing them as earned through alignment, a collaboration between your actions and the greater forces at play. This awareness also strengthens your ability to maintain and grow what you receive. Because if you can create this once, you can create it again and again, shaping a life where abundance is not a rare visitor but a constant companion. So I invite you to reflect for a moment. Can you recall a time when you gave freely, trusted deeply, or acted with integrity even when it wasn't easy? Can you believe that those moments are now returning to you multiplied? That is the energy we are stepping into right now, and by acknowledging it, you're not just a passive recipient, you are a conscious co-creator of what is about to unfold. This is your moment to lean in, trust the process, and allow the universe to complete the circle you began long ago. Sometimes, before a breakthrough arrives, the air itself begins to shift. It's not something you can measure on a clock or a calendar, but you feel it in your body, a subtle, almost electric restlessness. It's the kind of sensation that makes you glance over your shoulder or pause mid-thought, as if something is about to happen but hasn't quite revealed itself yet. This is the energy of anticipation, the stirring of unseen forces arranging the final details before they manifest into your reality. For many, this energy feels like a mix of excitement and unease, a reminder that change is near and that life rarely announces its most transformative moments with a formal invitation. You may notice familiar faces resurfacing, people you haven't seen or spoken to in a long time appearing again in your life. At first, it might seem like a coincidence, but these encounters often carry threads of opportunity woven quietly into their return. Sometimes, it's not even about the person themselves but about the memory, connection, or unfinished business they bring with them. Life has a way of looping back, presenting us with situations that feel similar to those we've faced before, but this time, something has shifted. You are different. The circumstances are different. And the opportunity is layered with possibilities that didn't exist in the past. On a more tangible level, signs can arrive in ways that seem almost too direct to ignore. A sudden email drops into your inbox offering a project, an unexpected message pings on your phone with an invitation, or someone mentions your name in a room where opportunity is waiting. These moments often come disguised as small events, but their ripple effects can be profound. It could be a collaboration that changes your financial path, a payment or refund you weren't expecting, or a new connection that opens a door you didn't even know was there. I often liken these signs to the image of a golden rainstorm, rich, luminous drops falling from the sky, transforming everything they touch. Or perhaps it feels like discovering a hidden treasure behind a door you once believed was permanently locked. The key here is awareness. Opportunities don't always arrive with flashing lights and a bold headline. More often, they tiptoe into your life, waiting for you to notice and reach for them. When you stay alert to these shifts, both the subtle energetic ones and the concrete, visible ones, you position yourself to act in alignment with them. Recognizing a sign is only the first step. The true power lies in your response. You can choose to brush it off as coincidence, or you can lean in with curiosity and courage. In my experience, the universe rarely sends you just one nudge. If you miss the first, another will follow, but each is a chance to accelerate your path toward what's meant for you. So I encourage you to reflect. Have you experienced anything unusual lately? Have you felt a quickening in your spirit, an unexpected reconnection, or a message that arrived at just the right moment? Share it, acknowledge it, and see it for what it truly is, a reminder that the current of abundance is already moving in your direction, and the signs are here to guide you straight into it. Every blessing has a root, and the wealth moving toward you now is no exception. It is easy to look at sudden abundance and think it arrived out of nowhere, but in truth, it is the natural flowering of seeds you have been planting quietly over time. There were moments when you gave without expectation, when you offered help or resources with no audience to applaud you and no guarantee of return. These acts might have seemed small or even forgotten in the rush of daily life, but the energy they carried did not disappear. Like seeds beneath the soil, they have been gathering strength, nourished by your integrity and the quiet faith you held when results weren't visible. Think back to the seasons when finances felt tight, yet you still found a way to support someone else, to share knowledge, time, or even just encouragement. In those moments, you were doing more than just giving. You were setting into motion the universal law that what is sown in sincerity will return multiplied. You didn't give for recognition, you gave because it felt aligned with who you are. That alignment has built a frequency around you that now acts like a magnet for resources, opportunities, and connections. From the perspective of personal growth, this journey has been an intensive training in patience, gratitude, and trust in the process. There were likely times you wondered why certain opportunities seemed delayed or why your efforts didn't produce instant rewards. But during those pauses, you were learning to appreciate the true value of money, not just as a tool for spending, but as a resource to be respected, nurtured, and directed with intention. This deeper understanding is why you will not only receive wealth now but also be capable of holding and growing it without fear of losing it. Even the language of numerology reflects this moment. The energy of the number 8 surrounds you now, symbolizing prosperity, expansion, and the infinite flow of giving and receiving. It is the reminder that abundance is not static, it moves, it circulates, and your role is to keep that flow alive. Alongside it is the number 9, representing the completion of a cycle and the threshold of a new beginning. The appearance of these numbers together marks the closing of an old chapter defined by limitation and the opening of a fresh chapter where your resources and purpose align. What makes this time so powerful is that the universe is not simply rewarding your effort, it is responding to the person you became through the process. The resilience you built during challenges is the very quality that will allow you to navigate and multiply what comes next. You are stepping into this new season not as someone lucky to have stumbled upon opportunity, but as someone fully prepared to steward it wisely. I invite you to pause for a moment and reflect. Can you recall a time when you helped someone without expecting anything back? Can you remember a moment when you chose generosity even though it stretched your own resources? These are not random memories, they are part of the invisible foundation on which your current blessings stand. Share those stories, because by acknowledging them, you honor the path that brought you here and affirm your readiness to receive the multiplied return. The roots of your blessings are deep, and the harvest ahead is richer than you imagine. When abundance arrives, it carries both a gift and a responsibility. The wealth coming toward you is not meant to be scattered carelessly or spent without thought. It has been shaped by years of alignment, intention, and unseen orchestration, and when something of this magnitude enters your life, it comes with a purpose far greater than momentary pleasure. The universe responds to clarity, and if your intention for this blessing is rooted in meaning, the flow will continue. But if it is used without direction, the same energy that brought it can just as easily withdraw. This is not to create fear but to remind you that abundance thrives in the hands of those who honor it. To hold this blessing fully, your mind and heart must remain open. Humility is not about making yourself small, it is about remembering that every resource is part of a larger exchange. The wealth you receive now can be a bridge to your next chapter, a foundation for security, a tool for creating impact. Treat it as something entrusted to you, and it will expand. When you view money as a servant of your mission instead of the mission itself, you transform it into a source of freedom instead of stress. Even the smallest symbolic acts can anchor this intention. Wearing gold and yellow during key decisions can help you stay connected to the energy of prosperity. It is the color of illumination and success, a reminder that abundance grows where there is light and clarity. Deep royal purple carries the vibration of wisdom, sovereignty, and inner authority, keeping you centered when faced with choices that test your values. Surrounding yourself with these colors, whether in clothing, workspace, or personal items, can subtly reinforce the mindset you need to sustain what's coming. There is also a practical side to honoring this season. For your health, commit to a simple ritual of deep breathing for 5 minutes in the morning and evening. This not only centers your mind but also signals to your body that it is safe to receive and hold abundance. Supporting your nervous system with omega-3 can enhance mental clarity and resilience, qualities you will need as new opportunities and responsibilities unfold. In your work, be willing to learn something new or expand your network. The resources you gain now can be multiplied when paired with skills and connections that amplify their value. Seek collaborations that align with your purpose, not just your profit. Financially, create a reserve 3 to 6 months of living expenses set aside so that you operate from stability rather than scarcity. This safety net allows you to make bold but thoughtful decisions instead of reacting from fear. And in love, remember that relationships often mirror how we handle every other form of wealth. Clear, honest communication prevents misunderstandings from growing into unnecessary distance. Just as financial trust is built through consistency, emotional trust is built through openness. When you maintain harmony in your personal life, the energy around you becomes more supportive of growth in every area. Receiving abundance is only the first step. Keeping it, growing it, and letting it fulfill its purpose is an ongoing choice. You are stepping into a position of both privilege and influence, and how you navigate this moment will shape the flow of blessings that follow. By staying grounded, intentional, and willing to evolve, you ensure that what has been given to you becomes a lasting force for good in your life. Tomorrow's energy carries a rare brilliance, almost like a shimmering wave of gold moving through your field. For Leo, this is more than just poetic imagery, it's a true shift in frequency that you can sense if you pause and breathe into the moment. The astrological current is uniquely supportive now, with Venus enhancing your natural magnetism, making you more noticeable, more compelling, and more likely to attract opportunities that align with your purpose. It's as if the universe has tuned the spotlight directly onto you, not just for attention, but to ensure that the right people and the right situations find their way into your orbit. When this kind of energy builds, it's easy to assume you'll recognize every opportunity immediately. But in reality, the most life-changing moments often arrive subtly: a conversation that sparks a new idea, an unexpected email, an offhand comment from someone you barely know. The key is to stay open. Write things down. Keep a running list of invitations, suggestions, or possibilities, no matter how small they seem in the moment. This is not the time to dismiss something because it feels too different or because you can't yet see the full picture. Instead of asking, "Is this safe?" or "Is this what I expected?" try asking, "Does this move me closer to my mission? Does it expand my sense of what's possible?" This slight shift in perspective will keep you aligned with opportunities meant for your growth, rather than clinging to what simply feels comfortable. The universe is not in the business of sending you the familiar, it's in the business of sending you what will transform you. Once the first signs appear, your work becomes more than just noticing. You must engage. Say yes when your heart stirs, follow up when something feels promising, and allow yourself to believe that not every gift comes wrapped in a way you recognize. If you want to lean into this energy fully, take a moment now to predict what you think your first sign will be. Will it be a phone call? A new face? An unexpected payment? Naming it out loud or in writing sends a message to your subconscious: I am ready. But receiving is only half the story. The deeper work is in sustaining and expanding the blessing once it arrives. Begin each morning by naming 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. This daily ritual doesn't just shift your mood, it trains your mind to look for abundance and opens the channel for more to flow in. Pair this with a few minutes of visualization, imagining yourself already living in the life you desire, feeling the security, freedom, and joy as if they were here now. When you act as if abundance is already present, your decisions naturally align with that reality. This is how you activate the flow. To keep it moving, share a portion of what you receive. Generosity doesn't deplete your resources, it amplifies them. The more you give with intention, the more you reinforce the energy of circulation, ensuring you're always in the current of giving and receiving. Long-term stability comes from treating your blessing as the seed of something greater. Make a plan not just for the next month, but for the next year and beyond. Ask yourself how this wealth can build a foundation for your future, support the people you care about, and give you the freedom to pursue your calling without fear. The Magician in Tarot embodies this perfectly, using every tool at your disposal to create the life you envision. This card reminds you that manifestation is not just about waiting for the universe to deliver, it's about taking what you've been given and shaping it into something extraordinary through conscious action. In the days ahead, your readiness, openness, and follow-through will determine how much of this golden wave you can hold. Tomorrow is not just another date on the calendar, it is a turning point, a threshold between what you've known and what you've been preparing for all along. Step into it with gratitude, courage, and the conviction that this isn't a fleeting moment, it's the beginning of a new chapter you were always meant to live. As we come to the close of this message, I want you to remember that the power of what's coming into your life does not rest in my words, it rests in your hands. You have been chosen to receive a wealth transfer that is swift, unexpected, and overflowing, not only in material form but as a living confirmation of your faith, your resilience, and your alignment with your greater purpose. This blessing is not here to simply change your bank balance. It is here to change the way you live, the way you lead, and the way you inspire others. And the truth is, no one else can decide how you will use it. That choice belongs to you. You have the authority to direct this abundance toward what truly matters. Will you let it be a fleeting moment, or will you turn it into a foundation that carries you and those you care about into a future of stability, growth, and impact? The universe has placed tools in your hands, but it's the way you wield them that will shape the legacy you leave behind. Every action from here forward is a seed. Plant it with intention, water it with gratitude, and trust that the harvest will reflect the care you've given. Think back to the moments in your life when you could have given up but didn't, when you chose patience instead of fear, and generosity instead of holding back. Those moments prepared you for now. Can you feel how far you've come? Can you see how the pieces of your journey have led you to this exact point? This is not random. This is not luck. This is divine alignment in action, and you are standing right in the center of it. So I ask you, what will you do with what's been placed in front of you? How will you use this season of overflow to strengthen your mission, to bring light to others, to finally step into the vision you've carried for so long? The opportunity is real, but so is your responsibility. And that is where your greatest freedom lies, in knowing that you get to choose. If this message has resonated with you, I want you to anchor it right now. Declare it in the comments, I am ready to receive. Speak it, write it, share it, because the more you affirm it, the stronger your alignment with it becomes. Your voice is a powerful signal to the universe that you are not only open but prepared. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for spending this time with me here on Eternal Mindfulness. Every like, every comment, every subscription fuels this mission and allows me to continue bringing you messages designed to uplift, guide, and transform. Your support is not just appreciated, it's part of the energy that makes these blessings flow. Stay awake to the signs, trust the timing, and walk boldly into this new chapter knowing you were meant for it. This is your moment, and I cannot wait to see the extraordinary ways you will rise into it.